Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. The day that you are seeing this, it is my birthday. It is my 25th birthday. I'm a quarter of a century old, ladies and gentlemen. So I didn't really know what kind of video I wanted to upload for my birthday, but I decided maybe a 25 things I've learned in 25 years video would be kind of cool, so here you have it. I don't know if any of you will care about any amount of wisdom that I've picked up over my years, but here it is just in case. Some of this is gonna seem very common sense. Some of these are silly, some are a little more serious. And regardless, I just hope you enjoy my thoughts. We can chat in the comments below, but be nice to me because it's my birthday. I want it to be a chill day. This first one's kind of silly. It's okay to eat ice cream as long as you balance it out with other healthy habits. You know, eat a salad once in a while you're eating your ice cream. Maybe not at the same time, that might not be a good combination. Go for a walk, do other healthy things, but don't feel bad about eating that bowl of ice cream if you want that bowl of ice cream. I am a huge ice cream connoisseur. And I've grown up for many years thinking that you shouldn't eat certain things. And you know what? It's okay to eat certain things. Just make sure it's balanced with healthy things. Number 2 is the gym makes you feel so good. And try not to be intimidated by it. I spent so much time being scared to go to the gym because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not in great shape. People are gonna judge me. Knock all those ideas out of your head because everybody has to start somewhere. Nobody is just born knowing how to use certain machines or equipment or do certain exercises. Nobody knows how to do that. Everyone has to start somewhere. So if you've been wanting to go to the gym but you're scared to, just don't be scared. Just go focus on yourself and it'll be great. It's so good for your mental state. More so than anything, I like it just for my mindset. It makes me feel really good. Number 3, try to be as sustainable as you are able to. Our planet needs our help. We need to take care of it. We are absolutely ruining what we've been given, and we need to try to reverse things that we've done to it as much as we can. Try to use less plastic. Try to replace your plastic straws with metal straws or even silicone straws. Try to use less water. Just create less waste in general. I'm trying to thrift more often. I actually have been thinking I might want to do a video on ways that I'm trying to be more sustainable, so if you want to see something like that, let me know. But just in general, try to be as sustainable as you are able to. Number 4, vegans and vegetarians have it made right now. We have so many good options and it's so freaking exciting. I tried to be a vegetarian about 6 or so years ago, maybe even 7. Gosh, I'm getting quite old. When I was getting close to graduating high school in 2012, I decided to be vegetarian and it was a lot harder back then. Granted, I didn't have the money to feed myself the way I did, but I feel like even nowadays there are cheaper alternatives to meat that keep you healthy and keep you sustained and all sorts of stuff like that. So vegans and vegetarians have it made right now. We have so many good options. There are amazing replacements. You can pretty much find a replacement for anything now, and I absolutely love that. Number 5, try a new recipe at least once a week. You'll feel so accomplished, trust me. It's just such a good feeling. And on top of that, you'll have a full belly and all is good. Zane and Morgan and I have been trying to cook a fully vegan meal once a week lately, and it's been a lot of fun. You feel so accomplished. You always learn something new as far as working around the kitchen, and I am someone who did not grow up knowing how to cook. It's very much a trial and error thing, but it's a lot of fun, and I don't know, I feel like you appreciate your food more if you cook it yourself, but that could just be me. But regardless, try new recipes more often is what I'm getting at. And number 6, on that note, try new food in general more often. I can't tell you how many years I spent being extra picky and being afraid to try certain foods just because of how they looked or what they were called or how they smelled and things like that. Try more food often. You never know if you're gonna try something that you absolutely love. And you know what? If you try something and you don't like it, you never have to have it again. It's not gonna hurt you unless you're allergic. But try new food often. It's a good time. It's a great way to try new experiences. Number 7, if you can't afford a pet, do not get a pet. I grew up in a family that didn't understand that concept. We went through many a cat, we went through quite a few dogs, and I never had a pet that I had like from childhood till now. Like I've never had a pet for its whole life, and that actually angers me because now I have these 4 beautiful cat babies and I can't imagine not having them for their whole life. Obviously, there are certain situations where you absolutely cannot take care of an animal anymore, whether you get sick or just something like that, but for the most part, do not get an animal if you can't afford to take care of it for its whole life. It's a big responsibility. They are counting on you. You need to make sure they're getting proper vet care, proper food. just a proper life in general, and I hate seeing pets as almost disposable to a lot of people. We need to change that as well. Number 8, spend time with your favorite people often. It's so easy to get caught up in our day-to-day lives and say, can't do it today, can't see you today, I'll see you next week, can we reschedule? Trust me, I'm so busy between YouTube and my job in my salon studio. I work at least 60 hours a week, but I still manage to see Morgan all the time. I would see Mackenzie a lot more, but she's out in Africa doing scholarly things. And it's really easy to reschedule on people, but trust me, that time is so precious. Before you know it, life is going to be in a completely different situation for you, so take advantage of those people you love while you can. I didn't mean take advantage of them in like a negative way. Take advantage of spending time with them is what I meant. But number 9, also, don't be afraid to cut people off if they are toxic to you. I can't tell you how many people that I've kept around in my life because I felt like I had to, just out of feeling obligated. They've been your friend for a while, they've been part of your life, you can't just get rid of them. If they are toxic to you, your mental health, anything like that, don't keep them around. Nothing is going to, it's not going to get better, you know? Some people are just on a downward spiral as far as like towards your mental health, maybe not themselves in general, but some people are just not good for you anymore. Sometimes friendships have an expiration date, and sometimes you just have to understand that. That sounds really harsh and really brutal, but we all have that person in our life that we want to cut out, so sometimes it's just time to snip it, you know? Number 10, stand behind your beliefs and don't let anyone make you feel bad for them. Whether it's political, religious, ethical, whatever it may be, no matter what your opinion is and your beliefs, stand behind them. Don't let people guilt you or make you feel bad. Obviously, it's okay to have educational debates and discussions and kind of getting other people's point of views. I love hearing other people's point of views on any situation, really. But stand behind your beliefs. Don't let people make you feel bad for what you believe in. You believe in it for a reason. It's what means the most to you. And I know I'm rambling and this isn't making a whole lot of sense, but just stand behind what you believe in is basically what I'm getting at. I have people in my life that try to make me feel really bad for what I believe in, and that just goes for anything in general. I'm not going to get too specific here because I don't want to have an argument on my birthday, but just if you really believe firmly in something, keep with it. You know what I mean? Number 11 is a really important one to me. If you are in a job that you hate, find a new job. And I know that might not be that easy, but I can't even explain how much of a relief as far as your mental health goes when you leave a bad job. I was with my old salon at the corporation for 4 years, and I was so terrified to leave and have my own studio. I thought I was going to fail. I thought it was going to be awful. I was so scared. And I liked a lot of the people I worked with, but it was just the environment in general, the corporation, the company did not care about us as individuals, and it was very toxic. It was very, I don't know, I felt very worthless being there, and I can't tell you how much my anxiety improved after I left that job. It was so life-changing, and I can't imagine keeping with a job that I don't like anymore. I know that's not that easy for some people, and sometimes you really do have to just kind of stick it out to an extent, but don't force yourself to be in a job that makes you miserable, bottom line. Number 12, if you feel an impulse buy coming on, my best advice is to sleep on it, honestly. I can't tell you how many things I thought I absolutely needed more than anything in the world in that moment. But you go to bed, sleep on it in the morning. Sometimes you've totally forgotten about it. Sometimes you have a better mindset and it's like, you know, I really don't need that as much as I thought I did. Maybe I'll hold off. But if a little bit of time goes on and you cannot stop thinking about it, maybe you should go ahead and get it. Sometimes you need to treat yourself. But don't impulse buy everything you want. I still can be a bad impulse buyer, but I used to be the worst impulse buyer, and sometimes just waiting a little longer before hitting checkout can save you some money in the long run. Number 13, don't be ashamed of your guilty pleasures, whether it be shows or movies or music or fandoms or literally anything. There were certain things that I felt so ashamed to admit that I liked for such a long time because of fear of being ridiculed or thought that I was weird or anything like that. But you know what? Weird is good. We all have guilty pleasures. I don't care who you are. And embrace them. You don't necessarily have to like shout it to the rooftops if you don't want to, but don't feel ashamed. Don't lie and say you don't like certain things. Just embrace it. If someone has a problem with it, just shrug. It's fine. They don't have to watch it. They don't have to listen to it. That's your thing. Number 14, when life hands you new opportunities, take them. Don't let fear stop you from experiencing life. basically. Whether it be you have a new job offer but you're terrified to take it, or you have the opportunity to move to a new city but you're scared to move away. Literally anything, big or small. When life hands you a new opportunity and you know deep down it would be a good decision, but you're just scared and anxious, because we're all scared of change to an extent, don't let fear stop you. Take the new opportunity. That's how we grow as people, is by experiencing new things. Number 15, it is okay to be an awkward and introverted person. Honestly, you're probably not as awkward as you think you are. We always think the worst of ourselves, but in other people's perspectives, it's never nearly as bad as we built it up in our heads. But even so, even if you are super awkward and super introverted, it's okay. Just embrace it, be who you are. Certain people will love you for who you are, and people that don't or can't accept it, they aren't worth being in your life anyways. Number 16, don't let anyone tell you that you can or can't wear certain things or can or can't do certain things. Do whatever you want. Be your own person. Don't let people stop you. I don't care if you are a certain size and think you can't wear a certain thing because somebody else said so. I don't care. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. I literally just had a hate comment on one of my Instagram pictures recently saying that I need to stop wearing my awful wigs because they ruin my pictures and videos. And I literally told them, why are you ruining people's fun? It does not concern you. I love my crazy wigs. I know that they aren't pristine and fancy and expensive and real looking, but I don't care. It's fun. I'm gonna do it anyways. Don't let people stop you from being you. Number 17, be kind, but don't let people take advantage of you. That is something that took me probably my first 20 years of life to learn. I did not have a backbone for the majority of my existence. I let people walk all over me. I was very sensitive. I was very easily manipulated, and it took a long time for me to gain a backbone to stand up to people. If you aren't liking how someone is treating you or talking to you, stand up for yourself. It's okay to do that in a kind way. I'm not saying be mean to people. Be kind, just don't let people mistake your kindness for easily manipulated. You know what I mean? Number 18, work hard, but take breaks. I myself am still learning how to take breaks. I am a workaholic. I work all the time. If I'm not busy working, I feel like I'm wasting time. It's really hard to get over that guilt feeling. If you are in a position like me, I totally understand. But we need to find balance. We need to work hard, but we also need to learn to take breaks and embrace them and have time for ourselves. Self-care is really important. Number 19, also, don't be afraid to ask for help. This is another one I'm still working on with my workaholicness. I very much like to be in control. I like to be the leader. I like to get things done myself. I'm very much the person that's like, if it's gonna get done, I need to do it myself so it can be done right. But also don't be afraid to ask for help. Things can become very overwhelming, things can become too much, and sometimes you need that extra help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People aren't gonna see it as weakness just because you ask for help. Number 20, your voice matters. I used to strongly believe that my opinion and my voice would not ever have an effect on anything, but as I grow older and as I mature, I learned that my voice actually matters so much. There's power in numbers, and if all of us that were scared to use our voice to help the greater good, then we would be able to make really good change. We need to really speak out and speak on what we believe in. Our voice matters more than you know. Number 21, speak out against people who are wronging you. Even if it's as extreme of a situation as sexual harassment, the hashtag #MeToo movement is so important, and we need to stand up for ourselves and speak out against these people. The world needs this change. We as humans need this change. We can't keep going on like this, frankly. Number 22, being nasty towards people takes way more energy than being kind. That sounds very obvious, and it very much is to a lot of people, but at the same time, it amazes me how many people don't grasp that concept. It's not that hard to just be overall kind. Even someone like me who struggles with anxiety, I have very stressful states, but as a whole, I try to be a kind person, and really, it's very draining on the days that I'm just nasty. Being kind is so much better. Number 23, try not to let jealousy get the best of you. We are all advancing and growing at our own pace. Just because someone is seemingly achieving greatness faster than you are, it doesn't discredit everything that you've accomplished and everything that you've done. I fall victim to this a lot. I constantly find myself comparing myself to others. I think I said myself too many times in that little sentence. But as a whole, I'm trying not to focus on that. I'm trying not to compare myself to other people and focus on myself and what I've accomplished in this lifetime. We are all growing at our own rate, And that's okay. It's not a race, you know what I mean? Number 24, your mental health does not define who you are. As someone who struggles with anxiety, I've learned that just because I have anxiety doesn't mean I am anxiety. Learning how to cope with it hasn't been easy, and I'm still learning, but the biggest thing I've learned is that just because I have it doesn't mean I am it, and I feel like that's really important to convey. And finally, number 25, learning to love yourself is one of the most important things you can do. I'm still not 100% there, but I'm trying every day to learn to love myself more and more. It's really easy to be self-deprecating, and I totally understand, but we need to learn to love ourselves as best as we can. But I guess that's it. I hope this wasn't too deep. I hope this wasn't too preachy. I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm just trying to convey some things that I've learned and how I feel in this moment on my 25th birthday. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments below if you have anything to add to anything I said. Like I said before, I don't want to argue with anyone about anything. This wasn't a debate. This isn't anything like that. I'm open to having discussions, but don't be mean. It's my birthday. I just want to have a good day. And I'm excited for the next step in my life. I don't know. I don't know if I'll feel any different. Probably not. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I know it's different than what I normally do, but I felt like it was a fitting video to post on my birthday. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post almost every single day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.